I've been an MLB fan for 15 years, a Phillies fan for 7, an Orioles fan for 3, a Dodgers fan for 3, and a Rays fan for 2. Yeah, I'm quite the bandwagoner. Today, I hop on another bandwagon, but in this case, my time as a fan is predetermined. 1 month. Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Fan for a Month on Man Cave Studios. My name is Tony, and today we are going to kick off the series by picking the team that I'm going to be cheering for the next month. So when I tried to do the Fan for a Year series with the NHL, the way that I did it was I basically picked every name out of this hat until I was down to the last 5 teams, and then I picked out one, and that was the winner. Well, this time I've learned from my mistake. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to wait till I get down to 2 teams before picking out the winner. So we're going to go through all 30 MLB teams, selecting them one by one out of the hat, eliminating them before we finally get down to which team I'm going to be cheering for the next month. And by 30 teams, I mean 28. There are 2 teams that I'm going to eliminate right away. The first is the Philadelphia Phillies. I can't be a fan for a month if I'm going to be a fan after the month is over. So, the Philadelphia Phillies are automatically out. The second team I'm going to eliminate is a team that I could not bring myself to cheer for under any circumstance. It's because they've eliminated my favorite teams 3 times in the postseason since 2017, twice in the World Series, the Dodgers and the Phillies, and they cheated their way to the Dodgers win, and that is, of course, the Houston Astros. There is no possible way that I can watch the Astros for an entire month and cheer for that team. One last thing before we begin, I have placed these teams in different tiers so that the top tier are the teams that I would love to select because I have their merchandise. The second level are teams that I wouldn't mind cheering for, including the Dodgers because I have their merchandise, but mostly just teams that are on the East Coast or that, I don't have unfavorable opinions of. Everyone in B tier are teams that I just don't care about. C tier are teams I don't want to cheer for, mostly because of the time zone they're in, and D tier teams are teams that I hate and would definitely not want to cheer for. To avoid any chance of rigging, everything from this point onwards is going to be uncut. So anyways, here we go. The first team that I will not be cheering for in June and July 2023 is the San Diego Padres, a C-tier team already off the table. And that's pretty good because the Phillies beat the Padres in the NLCS last year, and I don't know if I would have wanted to cheer for the Padres after that. So, the second team that I will not be cheering for is, I can't even find one. I made these too small. The Los Angeles Dodgers. Aw, no. Well, there goes my Dodgers merchandise being put to good use for the next month. So that's an A-tier team that is off the charts. Hopefully you can see that well enough. I don't know if you can, but it looked pretty good when I did Fan for a Year last year. So, the third team to be picked. Let's get another D-tier team. Come on. San Francisco Giants. Alright, that's a C-tier team. So I've eliminated 2 C-tier teams. All the B-tier teams are intact. And all the S and D tier teams that I haven't eliminated myself are still up there. So, come on, give me a D tier team. Give me like the Red Sox or something, or the Braves. The Royals, oh, come on, man. I want D tier teams out early. Alright, Royals are out. Next team. I should shake it up every time. Next team to pick. Cincinnati Reds, another team I really do not care about, and it kind of stinks that they're eliminated because I would love to cheer for a team that I really don't care about. Branch out, explore different avenues and stuff like that. Alright, next selection. The Oakland Athletics. Okay, another C-tier team. I feel like, most of these C-tier teams are pretty much going out early, so there you go. The Athletics played the Phillies today, so I guess that's good that I don't have to all of a sudden switch it up. Plus, their ownership is a nightmare, so. Alright, the next team to be eliminated are... No! The Baltimore Orioles! That would have worked so well. I have the merchandise. I have the jersey from going there last year. Well, there go the Orioles, and there goes the first S-tier team. So I have now eliminated a team in every tier except for D tier, which is a tier that I want to eliminate. I know you can't see the letters, but D tier is the bottom tier on that. Alright, come on, please just give me a D tier team already. Detroit. Alright. Not a D tier team. A team that I, again, wouldn't mind cheering for. Like the Senators, which is who I picked for Fan for a Year last year. Alright. Next team. I just selected like 3 of them. Let's go! Finally, a D-tier team eliminated, the New York Yankees. This was actually the D-tier team that I would have preferred out of the 3 teams that are left there, because I'm going to see a Yankees game next month. You'll see that on a vlog if you follow this channel. But it's a D-tier team and it's eliminated, so the Yankees are out of contention. Let's go. Alright, next team. Please just be like the Braves. Like, I wouldn't even mind the Red Sox if I was trading the Braves for that. No! The Tampa Bay Rays. That would have worked so well. I have a hat. I have several shirts. I cheered for them as a diehard fan for 2 years. I'm in the minority, but I love the Trop. That one stings a little bit, so I will not be cheering for the Rays for the next month and a half. I even cheered for the Rays a little bit earlier this season, so it would have worked out well for me. Alright. God, where are all the teams now? Arizona Diamondbacks. Alright, that's pretty good. I have them as a B-tier team, but I think that's just because I think, a few of their games are in Eastern Time, or most of their games are in the Eastern Time zone for the next month, so it wouldn't have been too bad cheering for them and staying up a little bit for the home games, but the Arizona Diamondbacks are out. The next team to be eliminated are, whatever this team is, the Minnesota Twins, another B-tier team that I just do not really care about too much, so a lot of B-tier teams being eliminated. Not a lot of D-tier teams. So, we're getting to it now. I don't think I have any... Well, I have 1 West Coast, or 2 West Coast teams left. And it's the Mariners, who for some reason I put in B-tier, and the Angels. So, aside from that, my chances of getting an Eastern or Central Time team are growing substantially by the selection. And shrinking as well. The Chicago White Sox are eliminated. And I've actually been to Guaranteed Rate Field before. Nice stadium. Went there, cheered on the Dodgers a few years ago, right after meeting Clayton Kershaw, who actually pitched the game that I saw at Guaranteed Rate Field, or whatever they call it. I know that's the official name, but fans call it something different. Alright, next team. The Washington Nationals. That's another one that, I wouldn't have minded. I was kind of conflicted about the Nationals because they're a rival of the Phillies. But at the same time, I'm going to see a Nationals game potentially in a couple of months. So, I wouldn't have minded too much. But of course, that would be after the series ended. And the Washington Nationals are eliminated anyway. So, and the Mets are another example of a team that I've seen before. I have the merchandise, but are a rival of the Phillies, so I'm a little bit conflicted about. The Colorado Rockies, another C-tier team, eliminated. Man, I've only eliminated 1 D-tier team at this point. This is ridiculous. Who did I just say? The Rockies. Alright. I have 4 A-tier teams left. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... B tier, 1 S tier, and 1 C tier, and 2 D tier. So, it's looking like it's probably going to be an A or B tier team, but you don't know yet. I'm kind of hoping that I pick the Red Sox next, or the Braves. I don't even know anymore who I would less prefer, the Red Sox or the Braves. The Texas Rangers, okay. That kind of stinks because the Rangers are good, so it would have been easy to like watch them, but guess not. They also kind of embarrassed the Phillies to start the season, so I don't really have fond memories of the Rangers. That's also where the Rays lost the World Series, which when I was a Rays fan I was disappointed about, even though they lost it to the Dodgers. Alright, next one. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Alright, so that is the second A-tier team eliminated, and the first one on the East Coast eliminated. So, finally, for the first time in a while, an A-tier team is eliminated. So, we are down to Mets, Marlins, Blue Jays, Cardinals, Mariners, Cubs, Guardians, Brewers, Angels, Red Sox, and Braves. So, a lot of Eastern and Central teams. Mostly, I think most of the remaining ones are in the Central divisions, the NL and AL Central. The next team selected are the New York Mets, the final S-tier team eliminated. Again, I'm kind of conflicted about this one because, you know, I don't think I would have minded being a Mets fan, but I have the merchandise. But, of course, they are rivals of the Phillies. Did I drop any? I just want to make sure that I'm not missing out on any. That I have all of them here. I don't think any fell out of the hat. So it will not be an S-tier team. So I will be getting out my wallet and paying for merchandise for whichever team I eventually pick. The next team selected are the Chicago Cubs. I actually, when I was like kind of brainstorming how I was going to do everything after the series, you know, after I selected a team, I actually selected the Cubs randomly on this like MLB team generator website and was looking into like, alright, say I select this team, what do I do? And that was basically like my piggyback team for the series. So, but it will not be them. It will not be the Chicago Cubs. I think the Reds were another team where I did that with. Alright. We're getting down to it now. The Boston Red Sox. Let's go. A D-tier team eliminated. Just to confirm, Boston Red Sox out. I don't know if you can even see that because it's not on autofocus, so it's a little bit blurry. But it is the Boston Red Sox who are the next team eliminated. Only one D-tier team remains, and it's the Atlanta Braves. And we are hoping that this next one will bring me eternal joy in being not the Braves, but a division rival of the Phillies, no less, the Miami Marlins. So, Marlins are out. No Marlins. Alright, 2 A-tier teams, 3 B-tier teams, a C-tier, and a D-tier team left. So 7 total teams, I believe that is. The next team selected are the Cleveland Guardians, another B-tier team eliminated, another team I don't really care about too much, but they are eliminated. Come on, select the right thing. Stop messing up my video. Alright, Cleveland is eliminated. Milwaukee, Seattle are the 2 remaining B-tier teams remaining. A lot of them are eliminated at this point. The next team to be eliminated is the Atlanta Braves. Let's go! The final D-tier team eliminated, and I am on a cloud right now. Let's go. No Atlanta Braves. That would have been a tough one, especially with, you know, if they ever played the Phillies this month. Alright, we're getting down to it now. 5 teams remaining. Once we get down to 3, there are still 2 West Coast teams remaining in this. I hope this is one of them. Oh, it's the Brewers. So I've got 1... Alright, so Brewers are out. I've got 1 East Coast team left and 2 West Coast teams. How many are left in here? 4. Alright. Just making sure I didn't miss out on any of them. Alright. The camera's about to go off. This might seem a little bit rigged in a second because it's got like a timer on the recording. The next team eliminated are the St. Louis Cardinals. I thought that... Oh, no, they're right there. Alright, so the Cardinals are out. Oh my god, it's going to be some late nights if I select the Mariners or the Angels. Right on cue, the camera went off. I hope it got that selection, but the last team I selected were the St. Louis Cardinals. So I've got 3 teams remaining. The Toronto Blue Jays, the only East Coast team remaining, the Seattle Mariners, obviously far, far away from where I live in New Jersey, and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. I've been outside of all... You know what's funny? I've actually been outside of all three of their stadiums, but I've never seen a game there. I was in Seattle last month or 2 months ago, and I took a train that went right by their stadium. My dad and I stayed in a hotel across the street from the Angels stadium, but they weren't home when we were there. And I was at the CN Tower 7-8 years ago, which is right across the street from the Blue Jays stadium, and I have pictures of the Blue Jays stadium. So I actually have pictures, I think, of all three stadiums, but I've never been inside it. I've never seen a game. And I also have the hockey jerseys of all three cities as well, so I guess that can substitute for a baseball jersey. Alright, this is it. This is the last team that I'm eliminating before I pick the winner. Chances are it's going to be a West Coast team. Let's hope it's not the Blue Jays. The final team eliminated before the final round is... Oh, I'm facing it the wrong way. The Toronto Blue Jays! No, it's gonna... Oh, I should have stuck with the original plan to eliminate West Coast teams early. The Blue Jays are out. Alright, so we're down to two. The Seattle Mariners, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, who, I hate their name. Just call yourselves the Anaheim Angels. But I like, Shohei Ohtani, the MVP. Have some stuff to cheer for there. Not so much with the Mariners right now, I know. But, here we go. Two teams remaining. Mariners or Angels. The team that I will be cheering for. This is the winner, right? The team that I pull next is the winner. Let's make that clear. The team that I will be cheering for the next month, staying up sometimes till 1 a.m. to watch their games, is this team. Is it facing the right way? It is. The Seattle Mariners. For the next month, I will be cheering for the team whose stadium I saw 2 months ago, meaning that this final team, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, are eliminated. And that concludes our selection show. Alright, so I don't have the baseball jersey or hat yet. I'm probably not going to get a jersey. I'm probably just going to get a t-shirt. But I have the hockey team memorabilia. I was actually considering getting a Mariners hat before deciding on the Kraken hat while I was there. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. The next episode is going to cover the start of my fandom as a Seattle Mariners fan. Again, thank you guys very much for watching, and peace out, broskies.